Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's talk about selling all of these bags and going on an Hermes journey. Now, this is going to be a very casual chit-chat video, like we're sitting down having a cup of tea and talking about the bags of the day and what I'm actually doing with all of these and where I am going forward. Since I got my mini Kelly, which is this little beauty, and you're all bored of seeing her, I have talked about her quite a lot because, let's be honest, I am in love. We're in a devoted relationship. I have made YouTube videos about this bag, I have TikToks about getting this bag, and I have Instagram reels about getting this bag. And across all three of those platforms, when I have posted those videos or those pieces of content, I have had a number of comments and questions on them about what I am doing now. Am I now going to sell my bags because I've got this? Because I got this bag, does that mean some of those are going? Or some of those are going to buy more Hermes bags? And am I going to curate my collection, and are you going to see the Louis Vuitton bags, the Gucci bags, the Dior bags, the Chanel bags leaving as I go on an Hermes journey and chase more Hermes bags, buy more Hermes bags? And we all know that in a lot of countries, to buy a lot of Hermes bags, you need to buy a lot of Hermes stuff. You need to buy a lot of the other things to be offered these bags. Now, I have made a video on how I got this from the store with very little purchase history. So my experience of getting this from the store was not that I had to buy lots and lots of things that I maybe necessarily didn't want to build up a purchase history to then be offered this. I got this through the UK, Ireland, Europe, I think, are all involved in the wishlist system. My store is Dublin, which is in Ireland, obviously part of Europe. And what that is you go into store, you make a wish list. Now, they are very clear with you, it is not a waiting list, it is a wish list. But you put down a wish for the bag that you want. I did that with this. It took 4.5 years to get this one. Would it have been quicker if I was buying more? I don't know. But you put your wish down, and then eventually I was offered the bag that I absolutely really dreamt of and wanted, was the mini Kelly. And a lot of you have said to me across all of those videos, are you now going to focus more on that? Are you going to invest more into that? And I say invest like that because that's not an investment as like a financial investment, but an investment into your Hermes journey. And are you going to spend more money to try and get more of the Hermes bags? Now, I also have a Birkin, and I've already shared on this channel before. I got this Birkin through a reseller. I paid the reseller to go and find the exact Birkin that I wanted. Didn't wait for this one because I was so specific on the colour. When I was in Hermes getting this little beauty, the fabulous SA that was with me did say to me, make sure you renew your wish before you leave the store. Because once I got this, that is that wish fulfilled. And then you are entitled to put another wish in for your next bag. Now, I am absolutely not expecting or even half thinking that that wish is going to be filled anytime soon. To be quite honest with you, with the amount of spending I've done and the bags over there that aren't even unboxed yet, I'm kind of hoping that it's not very soon. And I don't think there's any risk that it would be very soon, because I obviously, if a bag comes in that's on the wish list that is one of the colours in the bags that I've put down, of course I will want to buy it. So that has been done. And the wish that I put in when I was leaving store from getting this one was for another Birkin 25, which is this size, in probably a Togo or a soft leather in a bright colour. I think I put specifically greens, oranges, and maybe purples. But in the notes that they can put on it, it was basically any bright colour is what my wish would be for another Birkin. And that would be the first Birkin from the store. The only other store offer that I have is this one, and we've been through all of that. So yes, I have put down my wish, and I would love to get another Hermes Birkin in a bright colour. If I'm completely honest with everybody out there on the internet that's watching this, I would absolutely love another mini Kelly. I'm obsessed with this bag. Love it. But it did feel very selfish of me and very ungrateful to have just been given this. And I appreciate before somebody tells me, yes, it's offered to you and it's given to you as in you can purchase it. It's not given to you for free. It's not like they go, here you go, we want you to have that because you're great crack. No, you still hand over the credit card and pay for it. But when these are so hard to get and I had been given the opportunity to get this one and now have one, I felt that it would have been absolutely ridiculous of me, ungrateful, all of that, to say, let's do another wish now. Oh yes, mini Kelly, bright colour, any leather, nothing else. Because my wish for the 4.5 years for that one was nothing else, no other size, nothing else. And I thought that would just be, you've just been given one. You haven't even taken it out of the box and worn it yet, and you're putting down for another one. That didn't sit well with me. Ultimately though, I would love another mini Kelly. I know that some people say the mini Kelly, don't buy it, it's too small, it's too awkward, it's not what you think it's going to be, you're not going to... I love it, and it's personal preference, but I do like mini bags. That doesn't present a problem to me. For me, absolutely adore it. Would love to have a whole rainbow of them. Absolutely would love a whole rainbow. But what I put down was an Hermes Birkin in the 25 size, and I also registered my interest for a Constance in the mini size, which I think is 18. The Constance is not a quota bag in Europe. I think it maybe used to be, but when you're on the wishlist system, it's Birkin or Kelly. You can't choose both, but you can choose 2 sizes in each one. And my SA said to me when I said Constance, don't put that for your wish. Register your interest that you would love a Constance in a bright colour as well, but don't use your wish for that because your wish is specifically for the 2 quota bags. So yes, am I on an Hermes journey? Insofar as that is registered, yes, I am on a journey. I don't know if that's a journey, but anyway, yes, I have a wish in store for another Birkin and a Constance. Have I bought more since I bought this little beauty? Yes, I have. I have shared with you that I bought a Calvi, which is the very thin card holder in a magnolia colour, which is very, very close to this. You guys actually said to me when I bought this with my petite mals, a few of you had said you need the Calvi. If you have a very slim mini bag, that is the perfect card holder. And you were right, it's great for bags like this. Holds enough, slips in, doesn't take up much space, and it has been for using small bags, the petite mal as well especially, it's been a very good purchase. So I bought that. I also have bought a Kelly bracelet, which I've also shared with you. It's not on me today, but it is a fashion jewellery piece from Hermes. And I have bought 2 other small things that are both very me, things that I really wanted. Is it 2? Yes, it is 2. 2 other small things that will be unboxed when I get around to accepting that there's a pile of shopping over there, because we all have now accepted that Amelia is a shopping addict. But once I unbox those, you'll see them. But they're also small as per Hermes standards, and they're things that are very me and I very much love. So I have bought those. So since I bought this, I have bought 4 things. Isn't that right? Yes, the Calvi, the bracelet, and these other 2 small pieces. All of that combined was probably somewhere between £1,000-ish, I would say, maybe up to 1,300, that sort of type of spending, which is probably, apart from my blanket, probably quite in keeping with the type of spending that I have been doing historically in Hermes. And I will continue to buy from Hermes any of the things that I love. I really love their fashion jewellery. I know that not everybody does, but I am an absolute fan of their fashion jewellery. I love their bracelets, I love their earrings, I love the cuffs, I love their enamel pieces. I just love the colours of them. I also am now a big fan of the Calvi, but I don't need more of them because I got it in a bright pink, which is what's working for me. And I would really like the notebook cover. I once did get a notebook cover for somebody else because they couldn't get the one they wanted in their store. And because I am a stationery addict, let's be honest, and I like luxury stationery because I'm nuts, I would really like the notebook cover because I love the colours of the leather and it's so soft, and I think it would be beautiful. So one of those in a bright colour is also on my list of things that I would like to get from Hermes. And there is a pair of trainers that I've seen that also I would like to get. I really do like. So insofar as buying the things that I want and love from Hermes, yes, I'm going to keep doing that. Am I going to suddenly, and this is the other part of this chat and this sit down and have a coffee, am I going to sell all of my bags and go on this Hermes journey at speed and actually really commit to it and buy lots of scarves and silks and ready to wear and shoes and all the things to build up my profile to try and get these bags sooner? No, I am not. And I understand and fully appreciate that some people choose to do that, and that is their personal choice. There are some people that go on an Hermes journey, which may more be traditionally considered the Hermes journey, and they buy a lot from the brand. And there are people that I can think of on YouTube that have once had bigger collections of, say, like Louis Vuitton and maybe Fendi and Chanel, like mine, a bit more mixed, and they do let a lot of those go and they put a lot of that money into Hermes, and that for them is their personal choice, and that's what works for them. And I think fabulous. If that's where you want to go, if you want to focus on getting more of their bags, absolutely. Everyone's amount of money that they can spend is finite. Everybody's is different depending on your own circumstances, but I'm sure whenever people look around their collection, maybe they just love Hermes bags more then, and they don't have the same draw and pull to the Louis Vuitton and the Chanel bags in their collection, or maybe they just don't want to put more and more additional money in, so they liquidate some of these to buy into what they're buying from Hermes. And I think if that is what your goal is, absolutely, that, like, it's your stuff. Do with what you please. Am I doing that? No, I'm not. I still very much love and adore my Louis Vuitton bags, my Fendi, I can see the sequins up here, my Petite Mals, adore them. My Chanel bags are sitting around me. I have absolutely zero intention of selling my collection with the purpose of selling it to invest more into Hermes and to buy more from Hermes. I will continue to buy the things from Hermes that I love. Already discussed that. But no, I am not going to be selling these off to build a pot of money to go and buy lots of things and start buying more ready to wear and buying more shoes and buying more silks. That's not really on my agenda. I love these bags. If I ever come to the point that I am selling any of these bags, it will be because I've gotten to the point that I have either fallen out of love with that bag, I've realised it doesn't work for me, I'm really not using it, and I don't love it enough to keep it in my collection, because we've all established that Amelia's kind of a collector of types. I collect the bags that I love. And if I decide to let them go, it'll be for those reasons. It won't be because I am focusing on and funding an Hermes journey. I am also not so obsessed. Now, maybe this one... But I am also not so obsessed with strawberries and cream here with the Hermes bags that I would accept to myself selling all of these to go and buy more. Because what I could do, and someone did ask me this summer, I think it might have been TikTok, was I could sell a lot of these bags and make a pot of money, and I could then go and spend that on the resale market like I did with this one. When I bought this bag from the resale market, I did sell other bags, and I have a video on this talking about what bags I sold to fund this from the resale market. So someone did point out you could do that if you're so in love with the Mini Kelly and that's what you want to build a collection of, although that would be a darned expensive collection. If we were making a collection of Mini Kellys from the resale market, that would be a lot of money. But somebody did say to me, you could do that if you sold your other bags, took that pot of money and then went and bought Mini Kellys and Birkins and Constants on the resale market. Now, yes, I could do that. No, I am not doing that. I am not so rushed and obsessed with getting a collection of Mini Kellys and Birkins and Constants right now that I'm going to sell all of these and sacrifice this collection, which I have to tell you, I love my bags. I am really happy with my collection where it is at the moment, especially when I add in all the bits that are over there. I love them. And yeah, there will be ones that naturally through time I realise don't love you as much, not using you, and I will move them on, because I don't want to keep bags in my collection that either I don't love enough, I don't want to just have, or I don't use. I will sell those on when that naturally happens, but I don't want to go, right, let's get rid of all of you, let's create all of this, let's sell all of this, and let's get a pot of money to go out and actively purchase a pre-loved collection of Birkins, Constants and Mini Kellys. That is just not where I'm at. And if I was at that point, then I would be selling these to fund it, because they're very expensive. So I would not be just going into my finances and going, right, give me 2 Mini Kellys and 3 Birkins out of more money to put in on top of all of this. No, I am not in the financial position to do that. That would not make financial sense for me or my family. Not a decision I'm going to make. So if I ever got to that point, yes, I would have to sell these bags to fund it. if I am honest with you, I do think that there may be a mini Kelly in my future that I buy pre-loved. And it would be at a point where I am in a position to do it. Maybe I would let some of these go. I would have thought laboriously and so long about the exact colour, the exact version. Because at the minute, if I had my wish list of Hermes mini Kellys, I would have the one that I have, which is in the moutarde colour, and I love this. I would have the anemone, which is a purple colour. I would have the malachite, which is a greeny tealy colour, or vert teal, or vert, there's another colour that's very like a teal. So I would have this one. I would have a purple one. I would have a teal one. I would have a pink one, like Rose Papri, even though there's lots of bags the same as this. But I would have either like a Rose Papri, or I do like Rose Mexico, which is a brighter type pink, or some sort of a deep bright pink. I would also have one like Cassie Thorpe's, an orange poppy. I would have that in my collection. And that would be fabulously a rainbow. How many are we on? There are about 5 or 6. To buy that on the resale market, you are talking, depending on the colour, you can get some of those colours for around about 15 to 16,000 pounds. Wow, lots of money. Some of those colours are going to be up in the 20s to the 20-somethings of £1,000. So if we're talking 6 of them, you're easy talking £120,000, £100,000. No, that's insanity. I'm not doing that. But if you're looking at my dream wish list of mini Kellys, yeah, all of those would be lined up. So I would not rule out in the future, if I'm in the position to do it and I have done all of the financial mathematics, to purchase another mini Kelly on the resale market and get a very specific colour when I have determined in my mind what that colour would be. The same way that I did with this, and the same decision that I made for this, that did involve selling bags. I can't remember what they were, but there is a video on it, the bags that I sold to buy this, so as I could fund that. So yes, I wouldn't rule that out in the future. And yes, I do have my wishes in with Hermes in the hope that another bag comes from the boutique. But am I actively at the minute, or in the very near future, or in the foreseeable future, going to sell all of these bags to put it into Hermes and buy more Hermes bags? No, I'm not. That is just not where I'm at. And at the minute, I can say that I actually am very, very happy with my collection. I actually don't at the minute have in my mind any idea of thinking about selling any of these bags. There's none of them that I'm currently thinking, oh, I think it's getting to the point that you and I need to have a conversation. We need to talk. I'm not at that point with any of them. I still love them all. I'm not thinking of selling any of them. So it would take that to shift before I would be letting any of them go. And not because I'm at the minute thinking, right, I need to buy all these Hermes bags. So that was a bit of a chit chat video between friends over coffee. Wouldn't that be fabulous if we could actually do that? I need to figure out how to do a live. Somebody suggested to me, do that on a live and we'll sit down and have a coffee together and have a chat. So if that's something, if you're still watching this, you'd be interested in, let me know in the description box. No, the comment box, Amelia. And I will try and figure out how to do that and a time to do it, because that would be good crack. But someone would need to tell me, how do you read the comments and talk at the same, look at the camera at the same time? I've never done that before. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. If you've enjoyed this little chit chat, do give it a thumbs up. It really does help. And if you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.